For Accelerate Sports Ventures, I'm Kevin Damin Jr. I'm joined today by Nick Damin, the founder and CEO of NIL Merch. Nick, your company's been around a little bit longer than a few years as the NIL has been. So give me a little background about how you got started.
Sure. So this is our 71st year in business. My grandfather started the company back in the 50s.
NIL comes along. Does a light bulb go off in your head and you realize there is opportunity here?
Truthfully, not really. We went to a networking event up at Penn State, and I happened to meet the right person and kind of show him our product. And it's kind of been a whirlwind since then. Just fast moving, meeting a lot of people, making connections. Truthfully, it's been no different than our regular business model of just, taking care of the customer and meeting people and treating them the way they should be treated, just kind of in that NIL space.
Tell me what you've done in the NIL space to help athletes.
Well, the Penn State project sort of started where they have what's called a win T-shirt every week. So the team wins. Next day they get a T-shirt, and they approached us about taking that shirt and basically creating an online storefront where fans could buy it. So we ran with that. Basically, after the first Purdue game, they sent us the artwork, made a store, set it up, and then they promoted it through their social media platforms. Where it kind of got crazy was with Eli Manning and the Chad Powers thing, which I'm sure you saw. Mm-hmm. When that happened, basically we got asked to kind of transform that platform in 12 hours or so. We had some Chad Powers artwork up there, and we basically, in roughly a week, that generated about $30,000 for the walk-ons.
Amazing.
Yeah, and that grew. I think at the end of the day, we were well over like $60,000 for the walk-ons just through those shirts. So when these things start happening, internally we start talking and realizing there's a lot more out there we can chase, and that's kind of how we got our start.
So a college athlete comes to you today. How do you direct them? How do you guide them?
It depends. There's a lot of places out there doing this where they take. For example, maybe it's a soccer player. Well, they take a picture of a soccer ball and throw their name on it, and they do that with the rest of the team and put it on a store. And we've been trying to take more of a personal approach. So meet with the athlete, find out what their interests are, what their followings are. Working with one in particular right now, he has 220,000 TikTok followers. And this potential person wanted to basically make their own brand. So we sat down with them, got their thoughts, got their ideas, worked with our graphic designers, put together some logos, worked back and forth. And that's kind of, I think, the way we're going to take it going forward, just trying to be more of that personal touch as opposed to like the cookie cutter model that we've seen out there also.
Have you had any moments where you sat back and you've just kind of seen the creativity of these athletes? Have you been astonished by it in any ways?
Yeah, and I think the whole NIL thing, if you look at it, and I said this many times, if you look back, it's almost like a travesty these kids haven't been able to take advantage of this sooner. Just the entrepreneurial spirit some of them now have, and the fact that they can go out and truthfully benefit from their talents and their effort they put in and the work they put in. I think that's the best part of it so far that we've seen.
How do you tell the college athlete, and this goes across, I think, all NIL, that it's not just about the premier Division I football player, the quarterback at Alabama, or the point guard at Duke? How do you tell them that this could go across the board in all sports?
Yeah, that's kind of been the fun of it too. You don't have to, like you said, be the number one athlete at the university everybody knows. It's basically more of, what do you have to offer as an individual? And, what is your following? And, all these kids have hometowns, and in their hometown, they're the top dog, and they've been the top dog. So, people know that and recognize that. And, I think that's the nice part about it, too.
Nick, where can we find you, and where can we find NIL Merch?
You can find me, hopefully, anywhere on social media. Our website is nilbrandedmerch.com. My email is nick@nilbrandedmerch.com. I'm happy to work with anybody and talk to anybody, and appreciate you having me on.
Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.